Good evening, my colleagues. I'm sure you know me. I'm Clement, one of the admins of ADT. So I'm here tonight because of a question that actually is raining outside. So I'm sure you're hearing the thunderings. Don't mind that. So I'm here because of the question that one of us, teacher Esther Godwin, posted in our platform and asked that someone should help to solve it for her. So I actually said I was going to make this video in the afternoon, but I had a lot of things I was doing, so I couldn't do it in the afternoon, but I said I must do it today. So that's why I'm here, okay? And this problem is not one that you can quickly do and send. There's need for some explanation, and this is a table, okay? It's a table where you have some things here to actually fill or complete. So that's what I'll be doing tonight, okay? And I'll try to be as fast as possible. So we have two formulas here. First of all, I'm going to put down the table. We have the table is like this. So this is the X, this is the data we're given, and this is the frequency. This is a column of the frequencies. This is X, or this is f of X. This is f of X. Okay. I will tell you how we get all these numbers here. So to get this 10, you do 10 times 1, x, because this is f times x, okay? F times x. So this is 10 times 1, or 1 times 10, you have 10, 2 times 9, 18, 3 times 8, 24, 6 times 5, 30, 3 times 5, 25, 4 times 5, 20, 3 times 4, 12, 2 times 2, 1 times 1 is 1. Then we have another column, which is x minus the mean of x. And it's going to be, this is supposed to be like this, okay? The table is actually written like this, but this is wrong. Yeah, these two things have to be in brackets before you put a square, okay? Otherwise you'll be making a mistake. So this is how it ought to be, not without. This is wrong. Okay? This is the way it should be. So, but we have this column vacant, nothing is there. Then we have this column. okay, which is f multiplying this with the frequencies. That's what is going to be in this column, and that's the last one. That's actually the last. Okay, sorry, there's something that is missing. Okay, we don't have this is for this, and here you now have the squares. Here you now have the squares. So here you have the squares. You have the squares here, and then in the last column you have the frequencies multiplying it. Okay. So this is what you have. So how do we get this? You have to find the mean of these numbers. Okay. You have to find the mean of these numbers. And how do we do that? We're going to take the summation of f of x, meaning we're going to add all of these things and put it down. And at the end of the day, we're actually going to find the summation of f and also put it down. So we're going to find these two things here. Okay, and this will give us 28, and this is 48, 52, 82, 112, and then 117, 137, 147, 149, 150, 154. So this is 154. Okay, this is 154. I hope you can see it. 154. Okay, let me write it like this. So this is 154, and then this should be 1, 3, 6, 11, 18, 23, 27, 29, and 30. So this is 30. Okay. So you can use your calculator to actually check this. This should be 154. Okay, and this is 30. Okay. So using this formula, the summation of f of s over the summation of f, we're going to have 154 over 30. 154 over 30. And this should be 154 over 30 is 5.1. 5.1 is the answer. So in this column, we're going to start subtracting this number from this. So we say, we can actually approximate this thing to 5. This could be said to be approximately 5. Since it's 5.1, we approximate it to 5. Okay, because 1 here is not up to 5, so we can express it in the nearest whole number, and that is going to be 5. Okay, so let's do the subtraction we have here. This x is all of these, and this x bar is this one, which is the mean. So 10 minus 5 will give us 5, 9 minus 5 will give us 4, 8 minus 5 will give us 3, 6 minus 5 will give us 1, 5 minus 5 is 0, 4 minus 5 is minus 1, 3 minus 5 is minus 2, and 2 minus 5 is minus 3, and 1 minus 5 is minus 4. So that's how we got all this. Then in this column, we're going to be squaring all these numbers. And 5 squared is 25, 4 squared is 16, 3 squared is 9, 1 squared is 1, 0 squared is 0, minus 1 squared is 1, minus 2 squared is 4, minus 3 squared is 9, minus 4 squared is 16. And in this column, we're going to be multiplying these numbers using the frequencies. That's what we're going to do in this column. And so we say 1 times 25 is 25, and 2 times 16 is 32, and 3 times 9 is 27, and 5 times 1 is 5, 7 times 0 is 0, 5 times 1 is 5, 4 times 4 is 16, and 2 times 9 is 18, and 1 times 16 is 16. So we're actually going to find the sum of these things and write it here. And if we do that, so 25 plus 32 plus 27 plus 5 plus 0 plus 5 plus 16 plus 18 and plus 16. And that is giving us 144. So back to the question. So the question says, but yet there is another, okay, yeah. So this is where we are. So now we can solve this problem that says, using the formula f of the summation of f of x minus the mean squared over summation of f. Okay? So we have to find the mean. We have to find the mean, and actually we have actually found the mean, and the mean is 5.1. The exact answer is 5.1. This is the approximated answer. So somehow we've answered the first question. So the mean is actually 5.1, or approximately 5. And then the next thing there is the variance. The variance, how do we find the variance? This is actually the variance. The formula for the variance is this. Okay? Just have to use this formula to find the variance, which is actually written like this. So this is the formula for variance, or you can use S to denote that. This is variance. According to the question, we're supposed to use this formula to find the variance. That is what this formula is actually meant for. And applying this formula, variance is going to be summation of f of this, that's this divided by this, and we have actually found that. Okay, this numerator is actually this. Okay, this is summation. Summing all of this will give us 144. Okay, so this should be 144 divided by the summation of f, which we have as 30 here. This is 30. So this should be divided by 30, and that is going to be 144. So that will give us 4.8. So that's the variance. Okay, and then we also have another formula there, which is for the standard deviation. Okay, so the standard deviation is the square root of the variance. The square root of variance. Okay, so this will be used for the standard deviation in this question. And if we apply that, it's just to take the square root of this, because we've already found this. So you just take the square root of 4.8, and the square root of 4.8 is The square root of 4.8 is 2 point, approximately 2.2. So that's how you go about it. And remember that I approximated this to 5 in order to get these ones. Instead of 5.1, I use 5. I'm saying that in case it's required, I mean the person that gave the question requires that this should be used, then it's just to use 5.1. So you subtract 5.1 from this. Okay? If it is meant that this mean in this form should be used, then just to say 10 minus 5.1, and that will give you about 4.9. Okay, so you can still solve with that and follow the same process which I followed to get your variance and the standard deviation. So I hope that this helps. All right, thanks, and God bless you, and good night.